Right back after this.
The mouth of the South, the Big 870 WWL New Orleans, 105.3 WWL FM and HD1 Center New Orleans, a radio.com station. CBS News on the hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Wendy Gillette. It's been 12 hours since part of the government shut down, and there's no immediate end in sight. President Trump just tweeted saying he's working hard at the White House, negotiating with Democrats on border security. He tweeted it could be a long stay. CBS's Ed O'Keefe says lawmakers have remained in Washington for rare Saturday sessions days before Christmas.
Both chambers are here, but they don't really have anything to do unless there's an actual agreement. Both sides are essentially paralyzed and awaiting some word of an agreement between the president, Democrats, and Republicans. And unless and until we get that, lawmakers won't be able to vote. So by the end of Saturday, we may hear Senate and House leaders say, everybody go home for Christmas and get back here as early as the 26th, and we'll keep trying.
CBS's Face the Nation anchor Marcus Brennan broke the story. The top U.S. envoy in the ISIS fight is quitting ahead of his planned departure in February. Brennan reports that Brett McGurk had a strong disagreement with President Trump about his decision this week to withdraw troops from Syria and submitted his resignation yesterday, effective December 31st. There are also reports the president will start pulling thousands of troops out of Afghanistan. CBS's David Martin.
The president seems to be following his own instincts because none of his advisors were in favor of the pullout from Syria, and he has said that his instincts about Afghanistan are to pull out.
There are also reports the president is considering firing the head of the Federal Reserve. CBS's Tom Foti.
It is unclear whether a president has the power to fire the head of the supposedly independent Federal Reserve. That is the nation's central bank. But the Bloomberg News Service, which specializes in market-moving financial data, reports President Trump is frustrated enough with the man he put in that position, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, to discuss firing him.
Some lingering protests in France. But the yellow vest protesters have dwindled in size in the weekend of protests. One driver died in an accident at a roadblock set up in southern France because of the demonstration. 10 people have died since mid-November. Super Saturday is a super shopping day. The Saturday before Christmas is usually the second busiest shopping day of the year. But Bert Fletchinger, a retail analyst with Strategic Resource Group, says it has even more importance.
Super Saturday is far and away the most significant. It's bigger than Black Friday, bigger than Cyber Monday, and it's the biggest spending day of the year. The sales today on Super Saturday will exceed $27 billion.
This is CBS News.
Capital One is reimagining banking, offering accounts with no fees or minimums that can be opened in 5 minutes. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Capital One, N.A. To experience relief from muscle cramps and soreness, use TheraWorks Relief. This fast-acting foam is proven to prevent and relieve foot and leg cramps. Get TheraWorks Relief today in the Pain Relief aisle at Walmart, CVS, Rite Aid, and Walgreens pharmacies, or TheraWorksRelief.com. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter posts your job to over 100 job boards with just one click, and then their smart matching technology finds the right candidate. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/CBS News. Liberty Mutual Insurance knows you're focusing on the road right now. That's the kind of print ads that'll make you glad you still read newspapers. Go to libertymutual.com for a customized quote and you could save. Liberty, 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 Liberty. Coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Equal housing insurer. WWL First News, it's 11:04. Good morning, I'm Jim Hanzo on your official weather station, WWL, AM, FM, and .com. First full day of winter today, and we start feeling like it with frost on both sides of the lake, but that is quickly transitioning back to more spring-like conditions.
Plenty of sunshine for your Saturday to get ready for warmer temperatures to climb up to 67 degrees.
WWL TV meteorologist Dave Nussbaum, your pinpoint forecast on the way. State climatologist Barry Kahn explains why the sudden change in the weather.
We have a big wind shift. Basically, the wind's going to shift from north to the south, We can expect a significant warm-up to take place, and then high temperatures are going to reach all the way into the 60s.
He says tailgating for tomorrow's Saints game at the Dome all the way through Christmas Day on Tuesday. We'll see highs in the 60s and 70s, lows through Christmas morning, mostly in the 50s. New Orleans police say an 11-year-old boy was shot in the neck last night in Algiers. They don't have an update on his condition. Then a few blocks from that shooting on South Lawn Boulevard, reports came just before 7 a.m. of more gunfire on the West Bank. 2 others were still working on getting everything done that they need before Christmas on Tuesday. Despite the warm-up today, you can go ice skating in New Orleans. It's part of NOLA Christmas Fest at the New Orleans Moriel Convention Center. Spokeswoman Diane Lyon says they also have an ice slide, Santa, carnival ride through the holidays.
We're open Christmas Eve till 6 p.m. and we're open Christmas Day until 8 p.m. And it's amazing how many people come out on Christmas Day. And then New Year's Day as well, till 6.
All access tickets are $20 per person, but there are coupons on the NOLA Christmas Fest Facebook page at $5 off with an empty Coke can. WWL Sports.
This Saints Steelers update is brought to you by Rouse's Market. A Rouse's gift card makes the perfect gift for everyone on your list. One of the key advantages the Saints could have on Sunday when they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers is to play on special teams. The Steelers bring in their Pro Bowl kicker from last season, Chris Boswell, but he hasn't played like a Pro Bowler, missing 7 of his 18 field goals this season. Saints kicker Will Lutz was on the wire. You need kicking because they just don't feel comfortable, and you look across the ball, and the Saints are the complete opposite. If it's within Will Lutz's ability to kick a football far enough, we're going to put him on the field for 3. Kickoff between the Saints and Steelers is at 3:25 p.m. right here on WWL. In college football bowl action today, we have 4 games on tap. Memphis takes on Wake Forest in the Birmingham Bowl. Houston will play Army in the Armed Forces Bowl. Buffalo travels to Mobile to take on Troy in the Dollar General Bowl. And Louisiana Tech goes off the mainland to face Hawaii in the Hawaii Bowl. Tim Zimmer, WWL Sports.
Thank you, Jim. Now your WWL forecast with Channel 4 meteorologist Dave Buckbaum.
Plenty of sunshine today. Can be a milder day. Very pleasant, actually, with a high around 67. For tonight, partly cloudy and cool. Lows north of the lake dropping to 52 and south of the lake around 58. On Sunday, we'll have a mostly cloudy and milder day with a 20% chance for a few showers as the cold front moves through with a high around 71. And looking ahead to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, Christmas Eve partly cloudy and mild with a 10% chance for rain and a high of 63. But on Christmas Day, mostly cloudy and mild with a 20% chance for a shower and highs around 70. From the Pinpoint Forecast Center, I'm WWL TV meteorologist Dave Nussbaum.
And Dave is right. The winds have shifted out of the south about 12 miles an hour at the airport in Kenner, where it's 62 degrees, 59 in Slidell. I'm Jim Hanzo, WWL First News.
From WWL, the news, talk, and sports leader, it's the Home Improvement Show with Paul LaGrange, a construction consultant who specializes in energy efficiency. The Home Improvement Show is brought to you by Sheldwen Windows and Doors. Move up to Sheldwen. Rubion Shoring and Construction. Leveling and raising homes for over a century. Sturgis Heating and AC. New Orleans top-rated crane dealer. Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. PCT Services. Experts in concrete and leveling you can trust. And by Interstate Windows and Doors. For the best value and expert installation in Southeast Louisiana. Call 504-260-1870 or text 870-870. Now, from our Jefferson Financial Federal Credit Union studios, here's Paul LaGrange.
Welcome to the second hour of the Home Improvement Show here on the Big 870. Right before the break, we were on the phone talking to Randy, and we were speaking about GFI outlets and Christmas lights. So, Randy, just to make sure that I have a good, clear understanding, it's the side of the house where the Christmas lights are plugged in directly to the outlet.
No, I misunderstood you. On that side of the house, I've got 3 outlets. Each of those have an extension cord plugged into the outlet. The Christmas lights go into those extension cords. So I have extension cords on both sides. What the difference is, one side of the house, the extension cords are plugged directly into the GFI outlet itself. The other side, the extension cords are plugged into 3 outlets controlled by the GFI switch in the garage.
Okay. I don't think it's the outlets controlled by the switch. I think it's probably more than likely the extension cord. The reason I say that is because
I have found that whether it goes directly into a GFI outlet, that where the GFI is actually controls on outlet, or outlets that are controlled by GFIs, it makes no difference. It really makes a difference when it's either going to be the Christmas light and or the extension cord.
Okay, well, the Christmas lights all, let's see, it's on. I switched to LEDs a couple of years ago, but the extension cords I've been using for several years.
Okay. I think if I was you, I would change out the extension cord, or go direct, put the lights directly to the outlet if you possibly can, to rule out the extension cord. That way you can say, hey, the light or the extension cord. Just because the LEDs doesn't really make a difference. It's the moisture that we're looking for, Randy. So you got to find a source of that moisture. And it could be a nick in the pond wiring on the LED light. You could be a nick in the extension cord. I've seen some GFIs so sensitive, you got to put tape around where the outlet, where the end of the extension cord plugs into your Christmas light. When it's not even raining, it's a heavy dew.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the lights themselves, because I've been having this problem for several years now, and the lights are all fairly new. You know, see when I...
I'd like to be GFIs go bad. GFIs go bad. So I said a GFI outlet does go bad. It can be that. I find it odd that it's working on one half and not the other half.
So maybe just change the GFI outlet first to see if that does it?
Sure.
Okay, I'll try that. And if that doesn't work, I'll just start checking the extension cord.
Okay. All right. Coming back, let me know.
Okay, thank you.
Good deal. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
All right. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. If you have a question, that phone number is 260-187. We've got a spot available for you. Let's go back to the phone lines and we speak with Gary. Hey, Gary, good morning. Welcome to the show. Merry Christmas.
Good morning, Paul. Merry Christmas to you, too. Enjoy your show.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
I got a good one for you. I've got a house that was built back in the mid-90s. I moved in at 04. It's got the shingles on the roof. I've got a pretty steep pitch on my roof. And the shingles are what they call an architectural shingle. It's like a free tab. They're real thick, real heavy duty. Now,
yes, sir.
Paul, my problem is I've got a lot of trees around here. That's just part of the property I'm on. And for some reason, I've got a mold that'll walk around on my roof. It's just something I don't do. But I want something I can put in a sprayer and maybe randomly spray these areas to kind of kill that stuff. And because is there a possibility it can get up underneath the tab of the shingle?
So what you're describing is a fungus. It is an organic growth. There are products you can use to clean it. My concern is I don't want you to get too aggressive, because if you get too aggressive with the cleaning, you can cause more damage than it's worth. Meaning you can remove aggregate off the top of your shingle, and that aggregate is there to protect the asphalt base of that shingle. So if you remove the aggregate, you're taking away the life away from your shingle. So
that's why I don't want to get up there and walk around on it, just because of that reason.
Yes, sir. So there's a product you can use. It's actually the same product that I recommend for using inside of the house for remediating organic growth. It's called NZ Magic and also Back Shield. So if you go to paulhouse.com, and if you go to our blog section, search our blog, and put in flooded, you'll see that we did some postings a year and a half ago when we had all that flooding on trying to help people remediate for mold and what products to use. This is a water-based, non-chemical product that works really well. So I would use the NZ Magic, and then I would use the Back Shield as a preventative measure. So use your NZ Magic, and you meant to do 1 or 2 passes to get rid of the organic fungal growth. And then once that's done, you can use the Back Shield to give you some additional protection from it happening as quickly.
Right. It seems to be in the heavily shaded areas where direct sunlight doesn't come in contact with the shingles. The rest of the house is pretty clean. It's just in spotty in places, you know. And I'm just worried about it maybe damaging the roof over a period of time if I don't do something with it now, you know?
Yep, certainly. I find that places that are the elevations that are north or under a lot of shading, or the trees or the branches are really close, it is just what you just described.
Yeah, it's not a flat color. It's a thick pad, foamy looking moss that's growing on there.
Yes, sir.
Like you'd see on the side of a tree, you know.
Yes, sir.
So I can, you think I can locate this stuff at the bigger box store chain, or I have to order it?
If you go to those to that website on that blog and you search for it, I give you links where you can order it online.
Okay, mighty fine. I appreciate your time, sir.
You're quite welcome. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Well, to you and your family too. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. We're going to go to a commercial break. When we'll come back, we'll get to answering more of your questions.